Oral hygiene can be a broad topic to discuss when talking about your health. However, when you learn how to properly care for your oral health by age, it can be easy to take care of. Most people may not like to admit it, but oral hygiene is one of the first things you notice when you conversate with someone, especially if there is visible damage done to their smile. After doing some research to go along with my background in oral hygiene, I learned some things I never would have thought of before, and I'd like to share them with you. I hope my findings will not only shock you as it did me, but also change the way you care for your teeth. Having your teeth properly cared for as an infant, learning good oral habits as a child, and learning what could happen to you health wise because of your teeth all have to do with oral hygiene over the period of one's life. What is oral hygiene? Oral hygiene is a term best used to describe how we keep our mouths clean. It's a very widely used term and it can be explained in many different ways for different groups of people. For example, a child's oral hygiene is significantly different from that of the elderly. Throughout this speech, I'll explain some of the differences in how oral hygiene can affect health as well. As human beings, we are born with 52 strong teeth in our jaws. With that being said, good oral hygiene should be taught starting at a young age. As infants, a baby's gums should be cleaned after every bottle or source of milk. Although there are no teeth present to the eye yet, they are there as explained above. Forgetting to clean a baby's gums could be the cause of later issues associated with tooth rot or decay. As children get older, they sometimes begin to take a cup in order to fall asleep. According to healthofchildren.com, the exposure of sugary liquids being left on the teeth can cause severe cavities. This is known as a disorder called baby bottle decay. By the time a child reaches the age of around 6, all 20 baby teeth should be present. It is the parent's job to teach the child how to properly care for their teeth on their own. As directed by a dentist, the child should brush their teeth 2 to 3 times a day with fluoride toothpaste. Along with learning when and how to properly brush at the age of 6 or 7, a child should be shown how to properly floss as well. Flossing just once a day helps keep the spaces in between the teeth clean and plaque buildup off the gum line. Properly brushing and flossing techniques are designed to help prevent cavities, keep bad breath and staining away, and limit the amount of plaque buildup on the teeth. Now that I have explained oral hygiene in children, I'm going to tell you about the elderly. Unlike children who have strong, new-forming teeth, some of the elderly begin to encounter problems that arise from not always performing good oral hygiene techniques in their lifetime. These problems range from simply having sensitivity to teeth being lost. If the problems that are occurring are just simply due to sensitivity, they can easily be fixed by using a soft or medium brush with some type of sensitive toothpaste. Once oral hygiene is neglected for so long, teeth may need to be removed. Sometimes a partial can be made if only a few teeth are bad. When such a device is used, the elderly's oral hygiene has to become better than it was before if the device is expected to work. Better brushing, flossing, and mouth rinsing styles need to be used. If all of the elderly's teeth have to be taken out, a denture would be needed. Although dentures have to be soaked in solutions overnight, the denture should still be brushed as real teeth should. The elderly should also be sure to brush their gums and tongue to kill bad breath and keep the insides of their mouth clean. Regular dental checkups are another thing both children and the elderly should be up to date on. It never hurts to be sure everything is okay as far as teeth being healthy or as a denture fitting properly. Oral hygiene can greatly affect our health no matter what age we are. Oral hygiene has a lot to do with our overall health. Just because it may not seem like it could affect much, if you don't take proper care of your teeth, many issues could occur. For one, periodontal disease could set in if good oral hygiene techniques aren't met. This causes swelling of the gums, bleeding, and it could even cause pus pockets if it gets that severe. This is from bacteria being left on the teeth and oral tissues for extensive periods of time without being cleaned. Aside from these issues, bacteria left on the teeth could eat the enamel off the teeth, which cause staining and cavities. Pain from cavities, which could cause nerve damage, can cause trouble eating, drinking, or just taking in any kind of air because of sensitivity. There has also been links between good oral hygiene and risk of cancer and dementia. dentalhealth.org/healthsmile states that there was research done on 65,000 postmenopause women between the age of 54 and 86, and the ones that had a history of gum disease were 14% more likely to develop cancer such as breast cancer or lung cancer. Also, those who had healthy gums were 70% less likely to develop dementia or Alzheimer's disease than those who had gum disease for long periods of time. In conclusion, I'd like to leave you with a few things to think about. Regardless of age, good oral hygiene techniques should be followed. Getting your teeth properly cared for as an infant, learning how to properly keep up with good oral hygiene as a child, and becoming aware of how your health can become affected are all things to be aware of when thinking about the broad topic of oral hygiene. No matter if we are young or old, we all have certain things we must do to keep our mouths clean and bacteria free. We all need to be sure we're keeping up with our oral hygiene. Okay, in these pictures, it's going to be a few things I talked about in the speech. This is a baby's mouth being cleaned after a source of milk. This was the partial I talked about if you only have to lose a few teeth. These are some cavities from a kid that had the baby bottle decay. And this is just the process of how you properly care for your teeth. You start off by flossing, make sure to get in between all your teeth. Brush sides and top of your mouth. Make sure to get behind all your teeth, and also make sure to brush your tongue and the roof of your mouth to make sure everything's clean. Okay,